Taking a live look at Kelsey Grambeau getting warmed up here on Championship Court. Women's Pro Doubles 9th place playoff. 28 years old out of Brooklyn, New York. She and her partner, Amanda Hendry, fighting for a spot here at the APP Women's Open presented by the James. There's Amanda, 26 years old out of Florida. These two are going up against Zoe Weil and Sydney Perkins here on Championship Court in Columbus, Ohio. It's going to be Amanda Hendry getting us started with the serve.
Hendry and Grambeau team, time in 0-0-2.
Strong start here. Let's set you up. Oh, excuse me, side out. Here we go.
Nice.
Great finish there by Grambeau.
Yeah, nice step in right there from Grambeau. And again, that's what you're going to get from Grambeau and Hendry. They communicate really well. They're going to cover their spots well. 2 forehands in the middle. Hendry picked her up in the middle of that point, and then Grambeau finishes.
That ball sailing just wide off the paddle of Hendry. So it's Perkins and Wheel with the first point here on Championship Court. 1-0-2. Off the paddle of Perkins, that one into the net. So have to give the ball back to Grambeau and Hendry.
0-1-1.
That ball sailing deep off of the paddle of Zoe Weil.
Yeah, just trying to do a little too much with that forehand roll.
1-1-1.
1-1-1. The score here, Grambeau leaving that just a little bit short. So it'll be second serve here for Grambeau and Hendry. That ball deep again, so it'll be a side out here, Perkins and Wheel, with a chance to take the lead.
1-1-1.
1-1-1, Wheel with the serve.
So Weil and Perkins both trying to do just a little too much when they get that ball up.
1-1-2.
That's not a good recipe right there for Perkins to be going cross court with Amanda Hendry. When Hendry holds her line right there and is taking balls aggressively out of air and rolling that back, she's just setting it up and waiting for that ball that she just got, that she could either flip middle or go behind the player in front of her. There's pure goalie mode there again for Hendry. I'm not letting this ball get past me.
That was a better job there from Weil. Nice reach in. Oh, I'd have to think Grambeau and Hendry weren't expecting to be in this situation right now. They did come in a little tight today. Watched some of that earlier match.
That's so good right there from Amanda Hendry. Seen that a lot. She's really worked on that shot. A lot of times she used to stand up when she would hit this shot. Watch her squat down. Doesn't come up. Stays down through that shot. That's textbook right there.
Grambeau and Hendry lost in the round of 16 to Ali Reichert and Kelsey Matthews, who are now officially into the semifinals. So we'll see them a little bit later on Championship Court. That ball just a little bit soft off the paddle of Hendry. So it's Perkins and Wheel with a 3-1 lead here in our first game.
3-1-2.
Game to 15.
Game to 15.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute.
It's always the first game. It's okay.
It's the first game.
You knew what you were saying.
I did.
Nice leave right there from Grambeau. That's right in her wheelhouse on a two-handed backhand, but good recognition of where she is on the court. Let that ball fall out.
1-3-1.
Hendry off the paddle and into the net, and you can sense that sort of tightness that you were talking about, Chad. It's carried them into this 9th place game here.
Yeah, a good 1-2 combo there from Grambeau. Short on the forehand, goes straight to the two-hander, finds that hole in the middle.
2-3-2.
Oh, that ball missing just wide off the paddle of Wheel. So it ties us up at 3-all.
3-3-2.
Hendry with the serve.
Chad, we got what we wanted. This is what we come for. We come for the firefights right there from these ladies, and we got a good one right there.
Slapping it.
Oh,
It's in.
Oh.
Oh.
oh my goodness,
yeah.
the finish from Zoe Wheel.
I mean, the pickup, though, both you and I thought that ball from Hendry right there was going into the net. Squeaks over.
4-1.
Ooh, wants it back.
Got a lot of power off the paddle from Perkins, but into the net.
Big smile from her right there, knowing she has that. She's got to make that. Force Grambeau to play it. Yeah, again, it's Perkins getting in that cross-court dink with Hendry, and Hendry's got too many options right there. I liked how she started the point. She moved the ball wide, then middle, then went behind Grambeau, but then got caught going back to that two-handed backhand of Hendry.
Yeah, same thing.
Great spot there from the former collegiate field hockey player at UNC.
Well, Hendry does such a good job on that two-hand backhand because she makes every shot look identical to her dink.
Ooh, just off the tape and out.
So it'll be a second serve here. Grambeau with it.
5-3-2.
That's a nice spot there from Hendry. And best part about that is you don't know where it's going. She holds it so well, that being Hendry, and then she just jams up Wheel right at her body.
And again, Grambeau and Hendry picking their spots well as they have a 7-3 lead here in this game to 15.
Well, it's attack line and then finish middle.
7-3-2.
So if you're Perkins and Wheel, actually I'll ask you after this one. Grambeau with the serve.
Oh,
landed in.
Grambeau staring at that spot for quite some time before a little bit of a smirk, like, yeah, that was on the line.
Wheel just held her paddle up right here. And, all right, that'll drop in. I'll take it.
3-7-1.
Zoe Weil with the serve, 3-7-1.
Hendry just doesn't quite drop the paddle head below the ball there. It comes in flat, still tries to give it shape, but that's where it just goes right in the top of the net cord.
Second serve here. So I was going to ask you for Perkins and Wheel, if you're recognizing, okay, they're finishing and they're getting the points on the middle, how do you counteract that? What do you need to do? So
Slide.
okay.
So, let's say the ball goes wide to Grambeau's backhand. Perkins needs to slide to the left, clear the forehand, because then the second ball from Grambeau, if she does get it back, now she's in a position to be able to counter the second as well. Whereas right now she's kind of getting stuck. She's getting the first one back, but she's held on the line, but not there to finish in the middle.
Oh, Hendry almost getting that ball back over the net, but instead it's a side out. Perkins and Wheel with a chance to cut into this 3-point lead.
4-7-1.
4-7-1, Perkins with the serve. Oh,
Just rushed it.
I was going to say Zoe Will knew exactly where she wanted to go with that one, but just not enough lift on that ball.
Yeah,
Second serve.
right idea. She just rushed through that shot. Instead of staying smooth, got too quick. There's that deception from Hendry again. Little inside-out two-handed backhand down the line.
So it'll be a side out here, exchanging scoreless side outs. Are these two teams?
Oh, she got it back.
Grambeau blocked it. She blocked her own teammate's get.
Great ball, though, from Perkins to put Hendry on her heels and scrambling to get this ball back. And almost looked like Grambeau was trying to stick a paddle out to see if she could get it. But wow, Zoe Weil, well-placed ball.
A couple times now you've seen Wheel get to the kitchen line and uses her height to her advantage. Right, she's rolled that two-hander when she's got on top of it, used her height, get that angle, and she does the same thing right there, using that height to reach in and push that angle and really create it.
5-7-1.
Really strong serve from Perkins. Has them within 2.
Oh yeah. Grambeau's not going to miss that one. She loves that right there.
No, and Wheel went up there and trying to put pressure on, but with Perkins floating it, a bit of an easy target there at the feet of Zoe Weil.
Another attempt here for Grambeau and Hendry to see if they can get the end change on their terms. And I think we're getting an offensive timeout here from Hendry and Grambeau. I like it. They've had a couple opportunities, I think 4 now, to get that end change on their terms, and they don't get it. So
They've been sitting at 7 since it was 7-3 in the lead, and now still with a 2-point advantage. But like you mentioned, Dom, it's been a minute since they've been able to get the point. So they'll have that conversation in the timeout about what they need to switch up. Gives you a chance to tell you what's coming next right here from Columbus, Ohio. It's going to be Jill Braverman and Megan Fudge taking on Allie Reichert and Kelsey Matthews in the semifinal number 1. And then our second semifinal features Susanna Barr and Ariel Butler taking on Allison Harris and Daria Walzgat. So this is going to be really fun for a chance to play for the gold medal here at the inaugural APP Women's Open presented by the James. These two teams in a game to 15 in our 9th place playoff.
Just out.
Second server.
That ball just a little deep, so out of the timeout. Grambeau and Hendry onto their second serve.
7-5-2.
Nice pressure right there from Perkins, getting that ball down to the shins of Grambeau. And again, they hold again at 6 serves that Grambeau and Hendry have had to get the end change on their terms. Can't get it. And Weil and Perkins just keep chipping away.
Great spot down the line. Hey,
Again.
now I'm in sync.
But Hendry, with that shot, she can take it down the line. She can take it middle. She can even take it cross, but she gives herself time to be able to read where the opponents are.
Oh, what a setup there from Perkins. She read the speed up before Grambeau even chose to speed it up. She sits dead red on this two-hander.
Well, that's why when you pop a ball up, you're automatically looking for the counter. A lot of people will pop a ball up and they'll be like, I popped it up.
The ball lands
And
in.
just like that, tie game here in our game to 15.
7-7-2.
Perkins and Weil have, like you said, Dom, just been chipping away at that, have a chance to take the lead, chains ends on their terms.
Oh, yeah. That's so good.
Great reset in the middle. And then the finish from Zoe Weil to get the end change on their terms. Wow.
It was 7-3, and it looked like they were cruising, were Grambeau and Hendry. Then all of a sudden, Perkins and Weil just did not stop. They just kept chipping away, get the end change on their terms here.
What do you think they settled into in these last few points that they were able to get back those 5 points and take the lead?
Early on, they were getting into too much of they were initiating real early, right? Now all of a sudden they're like, let's elongate this, let's wait and see what we can get eventually. And they've gotten those kind of opportunities after the point goes maybe 5, 6, 7 shots instead of looking for it after shot 3, 4, or 5, right? And so again, good point construction from Weil and Perkins.
So they take the 8-7 lead here in our 9th place match at the APP Women's Open, presented by the James. It's been so fun to be here in Columbus, Ohio this weekend, honoring and celebrating the incredible work that the James is doing, not just here in Columbus, but really for patients and families around the world with the groundbreaking research, the exceptional care, and to have a really cool event honoring women and celebrating them to kick off this National Breast Cancer Awareness Month. It's been a really cool thing to be a part of. So thank you for joining us for the live coverage of it. We hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have, and still plenty of pickleball coming your way as we change ends here. Grambeau with the serve, trailing by 1.
Again, just Perkins is sitting dead red, right? And so we talk about it, a lot is every time you hit that ball over the net, expect pace, right?
Yeah.
Expect that fastball coming back. And Perkins is doing a great job of it. She's expecting the pace every single time, and she's not fooled.
Side out.
Yeah, Hendry and Grambeau just playing back on their heels a little too much. Not a whole lot of energy. Need to kind of switch up this tempo a little bit. Take some opportunities.
What an angle by Zoe Weil. Perkins with the power to push them back, and then Weil with the finish cross court.
This goes inside out forehand. But again, it's her length, right? It creates such a good angle right there.
9-7-1.
She looks over at Perkins like, oh, I was right there, but instead goes down into the net. Second serve here.
9-7-2.
Zoe Weil with it.
Double hit.
Yep.
Yeah, Grambeau touched it first.
That was one of those moments where they were like, wait a minute. No. That was our point.
I was like, what's going on?
Exactly.
They stopped.
Because it came back over the net and inbounds. But it's a point for Perkins and Wheel.
Yeah, better job there from Hendry. She's the one that initiates the pace right there, and it's from a good ball that continues. She can continue getting on top of, getting down, creating more pop-ups. And that's the spot where Perkins has kind of exposed Grambeau a little bit. She's gone behind her multiple times in a row, and Grambeau's not really doing anything with that backhand.
And the tough part about that is that's like one of her bread and butters is that backhand cut dank, right? Her reset from that side. She loves that backhand right there. And right now she just can't find it and dial it in.
That ball just a little deep off the paddle of Wheel.
A little ambitious there because that ball was kept nice and tight to the net by Grambeau. And to be able to flip that ball and keep it in, you really have to take something off it. And she didn't take enough off it, ends up going 2 feet long.
That ball off the net and just out.
Look at how far Grambeau is playing off of that kitchen line. Every backhand she gets, she's sliding back 2, almost 3 steps. So it's very difficult for her to keep going back, keep moving forward.
Oh, wow. She can't believe it, that being Wheel, that she missed that ball right there. It was set up nicely for her. Best part about these two, Wheel and Perkins, is they make a mistake. Both of them are there picking each other up. They're laughing it off. And I think right now it's benefiting them to stay nice and loose.
I was going to say it does feel very different in terms of the energy when a player on that side of the court misses versus Grambeau and Hendry. What a finish. Wheel goes cross court, finds the other sideline, slides a pass. Another look.
Well, that's a tough ball for Grambeau to speed up from right there because it's so close to the net. The only thing she can do is hit up on it.
Well constructed point there by Weil and Perkins, pushing Grambeau and Hendry back before handling business at the kitchen line. Get the ball back on their side.
11-7-1.
Oh.
I mean, when you're feeling
Zoe
it,
Weil
now.
just flipping that paddle over.
Timeout receiver.
Timeout called on the court by Grambeau and Hendry. They trail by 5 here in this game to 15. What do you think is the biggest adjustment they need to make out of this timeout to get back into this game?
Well, one, right now, I want Grambeau to.
She's got to hug the line.
Yes. We are the same mind.
She's got to hug the line.
Right? Like,
take more balls out of the air.
She just has to hold the line, right? If she's going to go cross court there with Weil, take the ball out of the air.
Yeah.
Don't give Weil enough time to set up and do what she wants. Take that ball out of the air. That's the biggest difference, because if she can lean in right there, she can create off of that and get some balls, because Weil's not really like doing much with them.
No.
She's just getting them back. So if Grambeau can hold that line, because that's where they're going right now most of the time, I want to see Grambeau hold that line, take those balls out of the air, and put pressure on Weil, and maybe look to flick right at Perkins, but she's got to go right at her body. She's got to make sure she doesn't clear her hips and give her that two-handed backhand.
Zoe Weil played her collegiate tennis at both the University of Washington and the University of Minnesota. So just flipping that W upside down from her second school.
Her and Purple Jesus at Washington.
There you go.
Max Manthau.
And then she became a Gopher.
Point.
Right now, just trying to win this game here at the APP Women's Open. Women's Open presented by the James, and her and Perkins 2 points away from doing just that. Great power there from Grambeau.
Finally, the one she goes up to the line and holds it, she gets the ball she wants out of the air right there. And they're flipping it right now, our Hendry and Grambeau, and they're not uncoiling on this stack. They're putting the backhands in the middle.
But Perkins just with so
Sydney
much
Perkins,
power.
go off.
So much placement. She's crushing it. They've got a match point on their hands right now. Zoe Weil and Perkins can win this match.
Oh,
and they do.
Wow.
Wow, what an upset we have here in Columbus, Ohio. Congratulations to Sydney Perkins and Zoe Weil taking the win here. Another look at how this team got it done.
Yeah, again, they're on the attack. They're on the aggressive.
So fun to watch. Keep you on your toes here in Columbus. We'll be right back.